like to discuss about a topic which is conversation and discourse and conversation. I'm sorry about that. So, what's the first? You or you?
You can go first.
Okay. Conversation
Yeah, CA.
So what I get from the material CA is the study how people communicate in a conversation. Every conversation have a pattern. Yes.
And conversation analysis is just how to analyze conversation just by its name, and but not all conversation considered as conversation, right, guys? Because when we talk to people, like for example, like what we're doing right now, like we're doing a conversation, but when it comes to like medical checkup or doing consultation with doctor, with nurse about certain disease, then that's not conversation, because the pattern, the intention about that conversation is not. It's different from what conversation really is. So there are some types of conversation, and this conversation that we're doing now is conversation, while the medical checkup is not conversation. What about you?
In what I read last night, conversation analysis is like a specific fields that people using language in conversation to maintain social interaction. And the main goals of conversation analysis is to examine the structure or order within the conversations and look at how people communicate interactively in foreign setting or in every situation.
Oh, the history of conversation analysis. So, from the material that I the conversation analysis was first introduced in 1960s. Yeah, 1960s. But first, it's only like institutionalized conversation, but it's more common. So it's like enlarged, it's broadening to like non-institutional conversation. But in 1970s, if I'm not mistaken, it's changed into institutional interaction again, such as like meetings, interview, forums, something. So it's like from the first node to develop, and then back to the original purpose of conversation analysis.
So far I know the story of conversation analysis. Conversation analysis is emerged in 1960s and it's gained attention by most of scholars like Harvard, Sachs, and then there's Yale Jefferson, and there's Self-Love.
divided into two. There are pure composition analysis and also applied composition analysis. The pure one is more focused on the structure or like I don't know, and the applied one is focused more on the things that related to composition analysis, but also like it's more what is it? More broader, more larger. Because it relates to like psychology, linguistics, communication, and sort of.
And what about the core assumption from composition analysis? Do you guys know something about it?
Assumptions. If I'm not mistaken, it's like the response. One of the things about the core assumption is like the response that we expect people to answer. For example, like I invite you guys to come to my birthday party, and I expect you guys to say yes instead of no, because yes is like more preferable instead of no, which is rejection, and also besides so talking it's only about communication, but it's also about action, because when we have a conversation with people, we also doing things, doing action, like we promising, and also
Oh, it's more like positive response.
yeah,
Positive response.
I forgot most of the things, but you guys
I didn't read about core assumption last night because yeah, I don't understand too much. That's why I asked. You know about core assumption? So the core assumption from composition analysis is like that you said before. It's positive response when someone asks us for something, then one expect the positive response like
yeah, it's if I'm not mistaken, in core assumption there are 5 points, but I don't really remember the 5 of them. But one of the things is like, as you said before, like the positive response, which is the most favorable response is a yes rather than a no, because yes is just like when people say yes to you, you will be happy, right? And the no one is like the negative form of it. And also, like I said earlier, there's also action when we're having a conversation, like promising or apologize, and etc. 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 I also actually confused, like in this topic, it's called discourse and conversation, right? But the things that we read from the material, it's mostly about conversation analysis. I'm just wondering, like, why we should analyze the conversation. Do you guys have any idea? Like, why the expert tend to analyze conversation, whether it's spoken or written?
because I think that like what I said before, the composition analysis, this discourse is used to help people or human to maintain the interaction each other.
So that's why it should be analyzed.
So human as the social creature need to interactive.
They need each other. That's my view. Do you have something?
Yes, I agree with you. Like, quite that I learned everything. So yes, I just
So you didn't do the video?
I did the video, but just in one material, just the first material and the second one.
The video was only 4 minutes.
Oh,
Because I don't know I'm supposed to talk again, so I stop video and I upload it.
but it's supposed to be five, right? Five
Yes,
songs.
I don't know it's gonna be whatever.
Why don't you like speak longer, like use like to make the video longer? Because I did that.
Because I didn't understand a lot when I record the video. I'm understanding the material when the record is over and when again this and I understand it after I record the video.
How about the basic
The basic principles of conversation not really remember, but if I'm not mistaken, it's like turn taking. There are some point like turn taking and also I don't know. The only thing I can remember is turn taking. It's just like when we take
This they are 10, right?
I don't remember most of it.
I don't remember what is that, but so far I remember it's they are 10.
Do you remember? Explain.
Yeah, there's a turn taking. Just turn taking and
Yeah, me too.
turn taking and what again? I forget it. Really sorry.
Do you got the basic principles of conversation analysis?
Oh, there's a repair mechanism.
Like about sequences something. Yeah, there are a lot of points, but I cannot remember it because we only have one day, right, to make the presentation while we have another task to do. But turn taking is just how we take turns during the presentation, right? Just how we throw each other's opinion and also let others answer it.
Like right now, right?
Yeah, like how we do right now, having discussion. How many minutes? Oh, it's 13.
And repair mechanism is like. Do you have any example?
I even forget the definition. Is it like that during the conversation we can sense or we can sense what is wrong so we can correct it immediately? I don't really
for our first conversation, group discussion, we say that consultation,
It's because yeah, that's what I read, and I mix what the material says and also what internet says. So they says like the conversation is not all of conversation are conversation because there are some like different social meaning. I don't know. Yeah, because in conversation, like the usual conversation that we have, for example, like with the people we know or the people we don't know, the conversation is just like how we connect to each other, like how, for example, like I'm asking you, exactly my disease doctor. Also, you having this disease. Oh, but this is the disease that you have. So you have to take this as a medicine, blah blah blah. So you have to be rest at 9 p.m. blah blah blah. And that's not what conversation really is, because in usual conversation it's just like you asking the other participant and the other participant will answer you just like how the vibe, the topic is just like circulate or stimulated with you guys.
So yes, conversation is really important because that's how people development, right? And how the brain is need to eat, and the knowledge we got from the how was a lot of science that we got is from conversations. We are studying more from conversation. The book is important also, but the conversation is, I think conversation is number one. Is from
Yeah, it's also because we always do conversation with people. So yeah, it's important, and it's also important to learn language, right? Because when we speak, when we having conversation, we speak language, either in like English, or Indonesia, or other language, but we speak and we use that to learn other languages as well. I guess it is. I have topic to talk about.
From material I get about organization and categorization.
I remember that word, but I cannot remember the material. Is it like the differences between the conversation analysis with the other approaches? Yeah, because I remember like if I'm not mistaken, in the basic principle, there is also sequencing something that also categorize something blah blah blah. But I cannot remember. Do you know that?
I even just heard that.
From which material? The first material, the you can explain it.
What I got material categorization is like how the conversation interpret how the conversation interpret just like the sentence, the meaning of the own sentence, but in sequential organization the meaning of a statement it depends on when it applies.
Sequential organization. Yeah, I remember it. It's like the meaning is like what is speaking now is relates on what has been spoken earlier. Is it right? Like the topic is also similar, but it's like kind of bouncing from A to B, but the topic in this discussion is also relates to the prior discussion, like for example, like this topic is related to the last topic. Is it make sense? But yeah, that's it. And the categorization. Is it like all the reaction of the participant always have meaning? Is it right? I mean, like I remember it, but is it really it?
It's about
The basic principles of conversation analysis. There are a lot of points, right?
Is it that this they are what do you call that approach that introduced by the researchers. I forgot the person.
Expert?
Yes, expert.
Just heritage. Compass. What do we do? Categorization. I forgot about words. Yeah. And what else? What else?
Do you read the three books of the materials?
It's how like it doesn't sound the analyst how does that even make sense then? Yeah, but how?
I opened the three of them, but I only just like scrolling, skimming, and not really read it in depth. So skip. Don't ask me, please. It's just like the same with the first, the second, and the third is all of them talking about composition analysis, but the author of the book is more so I don't really know. The book is also talk about the differentiation of the composition analysis and also other. Whether it's the second, the first, or the third, it's just like how composition analysis is better than other approaches. Like for example, composition analysis examines more than other approaches because, yeah, as we already discussed before, composition analysis is the basic thing in human life because we always do conversations. That's why the expert of conversation analysis always think that the conversation analysis is better than other approaches. Yeah, there's other differences is just like in conversation analysis we can learn language like just like what we discussed earlier, and other approach seems to not be used to learn language. You guys agree with that?
The last week is the material what
Yeah, register.
In some way,
Discourse and journal.
order
It's kind of discourse and what? Conversation. What is it? Conversation? Discourse and conversation. Because discourse itself is
then it sounds
is a conversation, right? But why the topic is conversation? Because if they combine, it means the same.
Oi.
We already
What we were supposed to say?
just chat in English, maybe just speak whatever you want, but in English, as long as Mahanapi still doesn't arrive, because like we have to maintain the recording is still on.
How are your mornings?
This morning, I woke up at 4:30. Just because I set my alarm during that time. It's good. Wake up in the morning.
Have you breakfast?
What about you?
How are your mornings?
A little bit
Chaos?
yes, because I come at 6:30. Yes.
You woke up at
it's a story. That's why I figured
Because I have an event at night, last night.
What event?
Yes.
Where do you live?
It's in third person.
You're not like
It's a boarding house or your own house?
And I kept reading it. I don't get any of the material.
I woke up at 5. I just do the morning activities, like pray, breakfast, and unfortunately, I read the material of it. That's why I remember this morning. And I go to campus
Which is very rare to have that you
7:05 maybe. By 5.
But you go to the campus in 7
no. I mean like he meant you arrive at
Oh,
some
I arrived in campus. Because when I arrived in this class, it's only Tori, Linda, and Luna.
So you came right before I came. Because after he came, I arrived at campus. What time do you actually go out from your room and go to the campus? What time? Is it like 6:30? Like you already on your room?
Like 6:45.
That's how I
To
did it.
avoid the traffic because the traffic is really bad down there.
So anyone again to avoid the polish.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because they start their activities at 10, 7 something. I don't remember. But the police just how do you say the R word in English? R-A-Z-I.
I think it's, I don't know.
Yeah. But they always do that R thing whenever they want. Like there is no exact schedule.
It's called right.
Right?
R-A-Y.
New words.
Yes, because
Right, okay. What about you? What time do you go to campus? You a little bit late today.
Yes. Maybe in 7 past 5.
So I'm sure like you
Yeah.
just passed present period.
Yes.
And then
What do you call that? Through the traffic.
Yeah, student life.
Yeah.
What else we can talk about? It's 30 minutes, right?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So how should we do this?
No, it's we shut the camera off after we so you have to put that on.
Do you want to talk about the danger conversation?
Yeah.
What do you think about Mr. Hanabi?
Yeah, I think he's good. He's good. And also my grade is always good with him. Why you always bring this topic? Why you suddenly bring this topic?
Yeah, because you just mentioned him, so I directly.
Want to talk about him? This is your first time.
He is a unique man. Unique. His sister.
Yeah, it's kind of different, right? With the architecture. You feel flattering.
He has like schedule,
Time management.
yes, time management. He is really has good time management, and the way he governs class, that's so interesting.
But so far we know he's a good man. Even though his task system is task it's really annoying.
Is it your first time?
No, I think in the last semester I have in semantic and pragmatic.
Is it like the same with this class, like recording?
1.5 class.
Is it like
Yes, the same thing.
recording, reading material, video? But good thing for us, like we study with we learn with him since first semester, but there were no videos. We only write personal essay and also proofread. I thought like when he speaks like danger topic, I thought you would say something like the new president, the vice president. But suddenly it's different topics.
Because the president and the vice of them I don't it's not really take my attention. I don't really care.
Me too. I don't really.
Do you interest in politics?
Not really. But yeah, because I use Twitter and it always show up in my timeline.
A lot of them.
What about you? Do you interest in politics and stuff?
Not interesting, but we should
know it.
yes.
Where
Yeah, we should aware of it because politics is kind of dirty. Yeah, there are a lot of bad guys inside the politics.
yeah, that because dirty is the part of the politics.
Yeah.
How we do our daily life. It depends on who is our
Leader.
yeah.
And as a citizens of Indonesia, I think we should aware of the development of the politics in this country because nepotism, corruption, pollution, there's a lot of things. Adult life is like messed up.
Where do you come from? Where do you come from?
I actually confused when I get this question because I was born in Duri and then I grew up in and both of my parents come from Malaysia. So I come from Duri, Riau or Bukit Tinggi or North? But I would say
So you born in Riau, right? Duri is the same one like Ran.
yeah.
Brother Yuda.
Oh yeah.
I'm from Riau also, but it's so far from
Where is it?
Indragiri Hulu.
Same with
But yeah, it's in Jawa.
Oh, but but you know she
level of
something like the
importance.
beauty pageant, but she lived it.
It's very different. One is
But you from I forgot where you come from. I don't know. Oh yeah, LA.
nonsense.
You know.
Religion, that's
Let's go. And
it can be helpful.
why did you choose Unan?
How we survive.
Cause like you know there is a wind wave,
That's
Because
another thing why I don't really support it.
when I
The entrance exam.
yes, the exam of SNL. Okay. I know that Unan is a famous university in Sumatera. So I think it's better if I choose Unan. Yeah.
Yes, before you know how Unan is,
No, actually I don't know how to know the system of but it's exactly because this unit is famous.
What about you? Why don't you choose like
Yeah.
Unri?
because for your information, guys, I'm KBR,
Me
and
too. I'm semi gap year.
in my last campus in UNP.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I take the major. What is that? It's like geology, like creating map and counting the earth, something like that. And I'm out from that major because aren't this major is not matching with me. And why I choose none is because my sister
So you graduate from high school in 2021. Then same with me. You 2022, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I also same with you. I study in previous uni, which is USU in North Sumatra, but back then it's just online, so I don't really understand what the lecturers is saying because it's online and it's not really.
Yeah, that's one of the reason I
Yeah, me too.
it's so boring, I guess.
Yeah, it's boring and also not effective to learn. And we got nothing from online classes. And my major was law, but I moved to English department because I think I'm not gonna survive in law school, so I move up. And here I am in Unan. Actually, like a lot of not a lot. You know Budia, right? And she really questioned me like, why do you move from law school to and she really confused why I choose Unan over than that's not my
Yeah, so far I know Budia is look up of the law majority.
and also like international relations. She really looks up to the because you know she talks to us in the first and second semester and she said her dream major was international relations, but she gets into English department instead.
What is your motivation to take?
Because I like to read English novels and I also like to watch English film and I also like English in general. Like since junior high school, like my teachers always said, your English is good. Why don't you take English department? So after I moved out from law school, I rethink about it and I talked to my parents and said, yeah, I would like to take English department. And eventually they say yes. And here I am now. What about you?
It's accidentally. Yes, because when I there's a tree when I first to how can I say yeah when I first enroll in the majority when I come to Quran and I choose the international relation and there is yes there, then the cafe and the third is and fortunately I got answer.
So you draw. That's why you want to English degree. What about you? Is it English department is your first choice or?
English department is the second choice, and English is management.
Oh really? So you into economics something?
I choose English as a second choice because English is English when I interview myself. English is I had
You had
the
it?
highest score in English. Yes. But after
You got into English department?
English, it's more complicated.
Because we not really learn the language only, but we learn deeper, like we learn about novels, we learn about films and linguistics, etc. What are we talking about film? Do you guys have favorite film or favorite genre of film?
Do you guess see the latest movie the title is The Wild Woman.
No, yeah, but it's in my watch list.
You wanna spoil it? It's a sad ending.
Is that a thing? Is it about robot?
Yes, but the robot is like how we say yeah, it's like made robot and he got lost from the ship that he got lost from the ship and she just
Got lost from the ship and
yeah.
in the ocean.
Yeah, he came to land. This land is there is no human there, only animal. So then she just fall from the hill and she break the home. What you call it? Nest, bird nest, and she when she look the nest, she look only one egg left. Then she look up the eggs and until the egg is grow up and until the become the big bird and the last ending is the bird knows that this robot is not his mother and you can guess it. Yeah, that's her.
That's sad. So it's just about robot and a bird.
Yeah,
But it's
but the bird is accepted, but because this robot, right, they need battery, they need oil, and there's no things that can help him in this land. So he's yeah, but no, she's dying. She gave his power until the bird is come back to him because the bird is do the long trip like goes long trip to the yes like his power is low.
I saw Agung's review on that film because I'm friends with him in Instagram, and his review is about like mother's love, and but I don't know, it's I will watch it. Is it recommended? Really?
Yes, I saw. Anyway, what is your favorite film?
My favorite film. I have a lot of favorite film, but the latest favorite is anime. Is
Okay. I watch anime too. So what next anime?
what kind? So I forgot. If I'm like Suzume.
Movie.
Yeah, because I don't really watch like the series anymore. I'm only into like the movie anime. So Suzume is talk about earthquake in Japan. So there are these two people, Suzume and where I forgot. Sota. And Sota have to keep Japan safe to prevent the earthquakes. I like this film because there is one character that I like the most, which is Tomoya Serizawa, and his Japanese playlist is interesting, and the way he brings the jokes to the characters and the funny environment within the characters, and yeah, I like him because it's funny and it's easygoing. That's why I like Serizawa, and the film is really good. If you watch Suzume, please
I've watched
you already watched it? Really? So who's your favorite character?
I think the last Crusade.
Serizawa.
Yes.
Oh, Serizawa too.
What is your favorite?
I have many I have many favorite one, but maybe in this I don't watch movie because yes, there are so many activities.
Keep talking.
Yes, and my favorite genre is
Horror?
yes, horror.
Yeah, you like
Favorite genre, yes, and then comedy,
Yeah, comedy.
and then action. I really like action.
Yeah, what's the...
It's a drama.
Yeah, it's okay. I watch K-drama, I watch Thai drama, I watch anime, I watch everything.
I forget the last time
Is it like penthouse?
Penthouse, yes, but it's more silent word. How to pronounce it?
Thriller.
Yes, the action is more. It's more than the main, like the penthouse. Yes, like more.
Is it... What's the title? You said something.
Yes,
K-drama is so interesting. Do you watch K-drama?
Sorry.
You only watch anime in English.
My favorite film is it's still very.
Yeah, I watch Harry Potter.
I'm a big fan.
yeah.
Like I binge rewatch Harry Potter, the first and the second, 7 films.
Oh, seven.
There's 7 right?
Oh, not 8.
7 or 8? 7. And my favorite one is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. The third one. Yeah. Which Harry Potter series do you like the most?
My favorite is Deadly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2.
Oh, Deathly Hallows, the last 2 parts. What about you?
I like the first, second, and the third.
Oh, you like it? 1, 2, 3.
I like the last because there is a story and it's more mature and there is a it's really crucial because there's a love matter and family matter
In a way,
yes, because that's complicated in the about
I like Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban because in the film they are in their teenage years, yeah, right? So I see the golden trio like Hermione, Ron, and Harry. They just look fresh and yeah, I think it's just like the teenager spirit.
I guess your favorite character is Malfoy, right?
No,
So,
my favorite character is Cedric Diggory.
But he
Yeah, that's the guy. Who's your favorite character?
mine is
Hermione.
not, but my favorite is, I think I don't have a favorite. I just take Harry.
What about you? Who's your favorite character? Harry.
characters are have
Oh, the two of them. So you ship them, Harry and
I
Hermione.
think I have the favorite. It's Luna.
Luna, yeah. The blonde one.
Oh, yes.
Luna, I'm good. Luna. So why you ship Harry and Hermione? I mean, like Hermione is with Ron, and Harry is with who's Ron's sister? Millie. Weasley. Ginny Weasley. And Harry is with Ginny. Hermione is with.
I like the character because
I think there is a triangle love there.
Yeah, I really believe that.
I like the character because they're individual. Like Hermione,
Small.
yes, yes, and Harry Potter, how to say,
He's brave.
yes,
So you would like them separately, not as a couple.
yes.
But it's just back in the day, plus
But
everything.
because they befriend the three of them, like the golden trio. Yeah, I think the triangle look like maybe Ron like maybe Harry likes Hermione, but Hermione likes Ron, but Ron loves Hermione back, so Ron and Hermione marry.
The funniest moment is like in Ron and who's the girl who met with Ron?
Lavender.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank you guys.